What's up, everybody? Welcome back. We're here with the super late models here at Volusia for week number 10. Should be or 9. It should be a wild one here tonight, and a preview of what we may see tomorrow, as these guys are going to take on Volusia in the Pro Series qualifiers. That'll be on tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Make sure you guys set those notifications, put a reminder in the calendar. You don't want to miss that one. We go ahead and get the TikTok up, guys, and test this. Let's see if I can get that Facebook chat over on there we go. All right, now I need to check the TikTok. All right, everybody's starting to get in. This is week number 9 for the super late models here at Volusia. Same place, same track tomorrow for the Pro Series qualifiers. It will be a wild one. I promise you that. You don't want to miss that one tomorrow. So make sure you guys are following the channel. Going to be 50 laps here for tonight's main event. How many drivers we got in here? We got 24 drivers in here tonight. So a full field. We're going to be sending 6 drivers home at the end of the LCQ here tonight. So some good drivers going home. 7K SOF. 7K SOF. Drew Jonkman, the lowest I rating in here with a 64.17. Thank you guys for the likes. Appreciate it. Somebody shoot me a message over on TikTok. Somebody put something up in the chat real quick. Make sure that is working. All right, looks like Logan Rumsey going to be the first one out on the track in that number 71. As he pulls out on the track for tonight's race. Hey, Clint, I did see it there. I'm just looking to see if I see it anywhere else. I am not seeing it there on my, where my chat's supposed to be showing up. Let's see. All right, we'll see if that fixes anything. Gonna try it. I'm gonna see if it'll show it if I type it. Oh, there it is. It is working now. All right, so we got the TikTok chat up, as it looks like Rumsey's gonna go ahead and take the quick time with a 15.421. So he's out there currently with the quick time. We got Jesse Entrikin out there in the number 1 machine as he comes across the line to complete his lap. He's going to be 4th quick on the board here tonight. I see Augie. I see Aiden. Hold on. There. I don't see Evan C. That is a surprise to me. We do have Blake Majulis, as Majulis is going to pull out onto the track. How do we join? Well, you have above a 6,400 I rating, and you join the top split. This is the top split opener. Jack. As Blake Majulis starts lap number 1 in the 127 as they head through turn number 1 and 2 down the back straightaway. Where is Blake Majulis going to put it? Logan Rumsey currently with the quick time, as here comes Majulis out of turn number 4. Quick time with a 15.362. He's going to go to the top of the charts. What a heater out of Majulis. He's almost 1/10 of a second quicker than Logan Rumsey. Got Drew Jonkman out on the track. Ethan Johnson going to be in that number 4 spot right now. Stephen Gaines back in the number 16 spot. Forster in 17th. Those are guys out on the track. Jonkman currently in that number 15 spot. How about Derek Dryman? Man, this just tells you how tough of a field it is. He is currently 24th on the boards, as Jonkman going to come through with a 15th quickest time of the night in qualifying. It is working. It is working on my end, so I can see it now. That was my problem. I couldn't see it up where the rest of my chat is. All right, that is going to be the end of qualifying. We're going to get into heat race number 1. I'll tell you what, they started this track out pretty freaking slick. Does it tell us where it started? Practice has moderate usage is what it says. Okay, that helps me. Not. All right, starting on the pole here in heat race number 1. It is going to be the 127 of Blake Majulis. Outside of him in the 327 machine, it's going to be Hayden Tolson. Starting inside row number 2, it's going to be Jordan Casey. Outside of him, it's going to be Colton Zimmer. Starting in the number 5 spot on the inside of row number 3, it's going to be the number 11 of Cody Nevin. Outside of him in the number 23 machine, needs little introduction. He spent a lot of time here in the openers. It's going to be Chase Barbara. Starting in that number 7 spot on the inside of row number 4, it's going to be the number 19 of Augie. Outside of him in the number, number is he in? Well, it's going to be Drew Jonkman. Aiden Forster going to start in 9th, Bryce in 10th, Adam in 11th, and Aiden Berline in that number 12 spot. It is going to be 8 laps here in heat race number 1. 8 laps in heat race number 1. Make sure you guys are getting those shares out there. Let's get some people over on the YouTube. That would be great. Make sure you guys hit that like button if you're over there on the YouTube side. Make a comment. Help YouTube share the stream for us as we get ready for heat race number 1. Looks like Augie's going to, I think it was Augie. He's finally going to go ahead and grid up, and we are going to get rolling here for 2 laps and then the green flag. Michael, thank you for the like. Appreciate that like, Michael. Appreciate that. We're already at 1,000 likes over on TikTok. Insane. Logan says no. No. Fuck you, James. No. All right, down into turn number 1 and 2. They are side by side all the way through the field. We're going to get that one to go at the line. I hate when well, at least we know we don't have to wait that long the rest of the night. Because they only get 2 seconds. Exactly, Gil says. Exactly. All right. Rain's coming in because Gil's talking shit. I'm going to have to shut the stream down. Just kidding. All right. Looking for the green flag next time by. They're going to get one to go at the line. Majulis and Tolson on that front row. As they head down into turn number 1 and 2, make sure you let me know in the chat, who do you think is going to win heat race? That's wild. Who do you think is going to win heat race number 1? I'll tell you what, it's pretty slick going in turn number 1 there. This could be up in there. I don't think it's going to be as locked down as we've been seeing in the heat races because it's definitely pretty slick out there already. And to turn number 3 and 4, Majulis and Tolson going to roll him through. When is Majulis going to fire him off? Green flag is out. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Majulis out front. Here comes Casey down low in that number 42. Slowly tried to slide up, but Tolson filled the void. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Augie making big moves. He's going to slide almost up into that number 5 spot, but Nevin's going to hold strong on the outside. Or Zimmer. No, it was Nevin. My bad. Nevin strong in that number 11 down the back straightaway. Chase Barber going to follow him as they come down the back straight into turn number 3 and 4. A little bit of contact back in the back of the pack. Augie currently in that final transfer spot in the number 19. Going to be single file up at the front as Jonkman almost into the door of Augie. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Chase up underneath Nevin out of turn 4. He's got to fall back in line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It looks like Tolson trying to work Majulis up at the front. We're watching the battle for the transfer spot, though. Augie's got it. Jonkman wants it as they head through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 4 laps complete. 4 laps to go. FD Gaming, thank you for the follow. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be single file 4 now, but I'll tell you what, don't count out that Jonkman in the number 7 spot. He is looking fast, putting big pressure on Augie as it looks like Tolson is putting pressure on Majulis. 3 laps to go down into turn number 1 and 2. Single file 4 now. down the back straightaway. Chase almost got that outside wall to number 23 as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Cross the line, still single file, but Jonkman starting to work that number 19. Here comes Jonkman down low for that number 7 spot. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. He's going to ship it on the bottom. Thinks about sliding it up. Not enough room. They touch a little out of turn 4. White flag is out. White flag is out as they head into 1 and 2. We got passes trying to happen all over the track, but we're watching the transfer spot. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. On a turn number 4, it's going to be Majulis, Tolson, Casey, Zimmer, Nevin, Barbara, and Augie going to the feature as Jonkman tried to get up underneath Augie. Couldn't quite get there, as that's the end of heat race number 1. Well, that was a good one. Aiden's your pick. Did he didn't make it, did he? I didn't even pay attention. Where was Aiden in the heat race? All right. Heat race number 2, starting on the pole here tonight. In the number 71 machine, it's going to be Logan Rumsey. Outside of him in the... Outside of him in that number 11 machine, it's going to be Ethan Johnson. Ethan's got to be a favorite here tonight. He has been awfully fast here lately. He is going through the field. Yes, I'm going to broadcast the top split qualifier tomorrow. Yes, what else? All right, starting inside row number 2 here tonight. In the number 48, it's going to be Dylan Yeager. Outside of him, in the number 76, it's going to be Kendall Tucker. That's a name I haven't seen in a minute. Starting in 5th here tonight in the number 14 machine, it's going to be J.D. Brown with Jesse Entricken starting on his outside. Starting on the inside of row number 4, in the number 32 machine, it's going to be Christopher Joy. Outside of him in the 07, it's going to be Stephen Gaines. Starting 9th, it's going to be Caleb Durgan. 10th, Kenny Kaufman. 11th, Ryan. And 12th will be Derek Dryman. Top 7 transfer through as they get 1 to go into turn number 1 and 2. I'm reading it. I thought it was a chat, but it was somebody's name. Wouldn't you like to know is their name over on TikTok? He's winning. It wouldn't surprise me. This track's going to be slick and crazy when we get to that feature. Anything's going to be able to happen tonight as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Pace car is in. Green flag is out. Green flag's out as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be Rumsey to the top side as he's got Ethan Johnson behind him. Oh, J.D. Brown hits the inside wall. He's going to lose a bunch of spots. He's now back to the number 7 position. Down into turn number 3 and 4. J.D. Brown going to get up to that top side as they come out of turn number 4. Down the back straightaway. Yeager continuing to roll the bottom into turn number 1 and 2. That's going to cost him as Durgan digs outside. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Durgan and Yeager side by side contact as Christopher Joy gets bumped from behind. They're going to be 3 wide almost for last down into 1 and 2. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Chaos at the back of the pack as the rest of the field is single file so far. Out of turn number 4. Yeah, for sure. Rumsey, C, Blake. Yeah, that definitely. Don't doubt him. I'm not doubting him. I know Aiden's fast. I just haven't seen him as much lately. Down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Going to be single file up at the front of the pack. Only battle's going to be for that 10th and final spot running as Kenny's and Ryan are going to throw sliders on each other for that number 10 spot. Thank you for the likes over there on TikTok. Down the front straightaway into turn. Oh no! Durgan! He's on his lid. What happened to Durgan? What happened, Durgan? Oh, he just got the wall down the front straightaway. Yeager nowhere to go. He's going to get in the back of him. No caution flags in the heat as Durgan takes the tumble. We're going to jump back up to the front as Rumsey continues to lead. Christopher Joy now in that final transfer spot as Dylan has a bunch of damage on the nose of that number 48. At least he did. as they come out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Checkered flag in the air. Going to be Rumsey with the win. Ethan Johnson, Kendall Tucker, Jesse Entrican, Gaines, Brown, and Joy going to the feature. You get doubted all the time just doing it back. That is hilarious. That is fucking hilarious. All right, let's get ready for the LCQ. Top 4 going to transfer through. I got to get a heat line on this thing again. I just like having the heat line. It makes it easy to see who's in and who's out. All right, starting on the pole here in the LCQ, it's going to be Drew Jonkman. Outside of him in the number 48, it's going to be Dylan Yeager with Bryson in third. Going to be Kenny Hoffman in that number 4 spot, Aiden Forster in 5th, Ryan in a 6th. Going to be Aiden Berline in that number 7 spot, Caleb Durgan 8th, Adam in 9th, and Derek Dryman in that number 10 spot. Going to be 10 laps here in the LCQ. Top 4 transfer, 6 going home here tonight. Who is going home? Wait. You didn't even see who was in this race? All right, we got Drew Jonkman, Dylan Yeager, Kenny Hoffman, Bryson Daffern, Aiden Forster, Ryan Avola, something like that, Aiden Berline, Caleb Durgan, Adam Holbert, and Derek Dryman. This is the Consi. Yes, it is, LaFon. LCQ. They're going to get 1 to go at the line this time by your... Yeah, it's top 4. Top 4 make it, Trent. Top 4. Yeah, I do believe it. As long as they don't wreck, those 2 are easily going to make it. All right, 1 to go at the line as they come down the back front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Who's your picks here in the LCQ? Top 4 transfer. Everybody else going home. You don't touch it. It does. It's pretty funny in chat right now. The big blocks got really toxic earlier. The big blocks have been pretty good, actually, up until today. They've had a lot of good racing and not so much toxicity, so the big blocks have been better. Looking for the green flag. Green flag is out as Jonkman's on the gas down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Jonkman leads the way. Yeager's going to fall in line as Bryson tries to dig up underneath. He's going to slide in. We got big contact for that number 5 spot as Durgan's going to slide through, and the number 17 almost gets into the number 1. Durgan 1 spot out as they come out of turn number 4 down into turn number 1 and 2. Aiden Forster trying to send it in that number 20 as we got contact further back behind Durgan. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. Can Durgan race his way in as they head through turn number 3 and 4. 2 laps complete. Durgan all over the back of Hoffman. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Bryson trying to peek up underneath Yeager. Nothing there. Gets back in line. Down the back straightaway. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Nose the tail for now as they come out of turn 4. 3 laps in the books. Durgan to the bottom looking for that number 4 spot. Tries to slide up. It's not there. He's got to fall in line. Here comes Aiden down low. Aiden going to look for that first spot going home. He's going to slide up the track. Durgan going to cut back up underneath him out of turn number 4. These guys get racing too. Oh no! What just happened there? They're inside of each other. This is not the right kind of program for that kind of stuff, guys. That'll certainly get me banned. Oh my God. Aiden. Somebody go check on Aiden. Down the back straightaway, single file for the leaders. Down into turn number 3 and 4. Kenny Hoffman on the bubble. Durgan has caught him. Out of turn number 4. It's going to be 4 laps to go. Here comes Durgan once again. Durgan going to try to slide her. He does slide, but parks it on his nose. Out of turn number 2, down the back straightaway. Into turn number 3 and 4. Here comes Berline. He's trying to get it. Big slide into 3 and 4. 3 wide out of turn number 4. Big battle for that. Yeah, right. Into turn number 1 and 2. Durgan's going to take that 4th and final transfer spot. But here comes Hoffman and Berline down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Oh, Hoffman up, parks it on Durgan's nose. Durgan on the brakes. It's going to be Hoffman at the line that time by. 2 laps to go. Here comes Durgan. Durgan's going to get a push from the 49er. Ryan, where did he come from? Contact with the 1. Hoffman in the wall, able to save it. Here comes Ryan. Ryan's going to ship it in into turn number 3 and 4. Oh my God. Out of turn 4, white flag is out. White flag is out. Does Durgan survive this lap? Doesn't look like Aiden's going to make it. Down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Checkered flag is in the air. It's going to be Jonkman. Yeager. Oh, Bryson, as Ryan sent it. Durgan transferring into the feature. What a crazy one for the LCQ. That's going to be it, as Hoffman tells Durgan he is not happy. All right, so that was a thriller. All right, let's get ready for the feature here tonight. I don't know if I'm ready for the feature here tonight. If it's anything like that Conci, I'm going to be busy. He wasn't making it, no. All right, let's get ready for tonight's main event. Starting on the pole here tonight in the 127, it's going to be Blake Majulis. Outside of him in the number 71, it's going to be Logan Rumsey. Just that alone is going to be a great battle. But I'll tell you what, that kid starting in the number 3 spot on the inside of row number 2 in the 327. He was fast in his heat. He's probably going to be fast in the feature. It's going to be Hayden Tolson. Outside of him in that number 11, he's been a hot commodity here lately. Don't count him out. It's going to be Ethan Johnson. Starting in 5th, that's going to be Jordan Casey. 6, Kendall Tucker. 7, Colton Zimmer. Starting in that number 8 spot, it's going to be Jesse Entrikin looking to hunt to the front as Cody Nevin starts in 9th. Stephen Gaines going to start in that number 10 spot. Chase Barbara 11th. JD Brown in 12th. Then rounding out the rest of the field here tonight in that number 13 spot, it's going to be the number 19 of Mike Augustine. Outside of him in the number 32 machine, it's going to be Christopher Joy with Drew Jonkman starting at 15th. Dylan Yeager going to start in that number 16 spot. Bryson in 17th. And last but not least, it's going to be our big block modified winner here tonight. It's going to be Caleb Durgan. 50 laps here for tonight's main event as they come across the start-finish line. Get one to go. Make sure you wave it to your favorite as they're going to go green flag next time by. All right, let me know out there, guys. Who do you think is going to make it to, who's going to be our winner here tonight? Can Majulis, Rumsey, Johnson, Tolson, Casey. I mean, there's a list of them up at the front of the pack. Who is going to be our winner here tonight? I'm just curious. I got to look. Looking for that green flag. Yep, over a 7K SOF. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. What's up? Durgan's in it. He made the feature. Frenya down into turn number 1 and 2. Majulis leads the way. Logan Rumsey second as Tolson and Johnson duke it out for that number 3 spot. Tolson going to roll the bottom through turn number 3 and 4. He needs to get up to the top. I think that's where you want to be as they come down the front straightaway into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Rumsey looking for the lead up underneath Majulis. Not able to get the run off of turn number 2. What a run for Tolson down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be side by side for that number 2 spot as they come out of turn number 4. Down into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be side by side still for that number 1 spot. Tolson down on the bottom. Rumsey up high. He's going to keep the number 2 spot out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Johnson to the high side of Tolson. Give Johnson that number 3 spot. Tolson's going to get in line. Here comes Johnson back to the bottom side. He's going to look up underneath Rumsey. Nothing down there out of turn number 2. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Kendall Tucker stalking these guys in that number 5 position as they head through turn number 3 and 4. Looks like he is biding his time, holding the pace as they head into 1 and 2. We got issues in the back. Big wreck into turn number 1 and 2. Big names caught up in this one. Looks like Yeager, Brown, and Durgan all caught up in that. No caution flag. No caution flag. We're going to take a look and see what happened here. Oh, Yeager got the wall. Oh, I think he just got into the wall. I think Brown, I don't know if Brown had contact, but it looks like he got in the wall. Stack those guys up as Majulis continues to lead. Battle's going to be for that number 4 spot. 3 wide out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. He does all right sometimes, but he is definitely out of it now as they come out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. Down into turn number 1 and 2. He came just in time to watch him wreck. Oh, here comes Johnson with a run up underneath Rumsey for that number 2 spot. Not able to do anything with it yet as they come out of turn number 4. It's going to be 8 laps in the books. Johnson trying to roll that bottom side out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. All Majulis out front so far, but he is not pulling away from the field. Son of a gun, I guess so, right? Down into turn number 1 and 2. Johnson really the only one running that bottom side. Can he get it to click through turn number 3 and 4 up underneath Rumsey? It's going to be a race out of turn number 4. Who's going to have it at the line? Rumsey had it at the line that time by, but I'll tell you what, Johnson has that bottom side digging. Not that time through turn number 1 and 2. He's got Kendall Tucker looking to the high side down the back straightaway, looking for turn number 3 and 4. Looks like Tolson is going the wrong way as they come out of turn number 4. As Johnson continues to roll that bottom side as Tucker decides he wants to be a piece of the battle for the lead. Down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Single file Ford now up at the front. We got to jump back to that number 5. A 6 spot as Tolson's going to park it on Jesse's nose into 1 and 2. Here comes Jesse with the slide, cut down by Tolson. Good race here for that number 6 spot as they drag race down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. Keeping an eye on the battles up front, but this is the battle on the track between Tolson and Entrican into turn number 1 and 2. They touch down the front straightaway. Tolson going to fall back in line. Here comes Gaines. Gaines is not in 0-7. That's usually what he's in. As he's going to fall back with a little bit of contact as Tolson checked up the field. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Barbara trying to dive up underneath everybody. He's got to fall back in line in the back straightaway through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 15 laps complete. We got 35 laps to go down into turn number 1 and 2. Looks like Johnson is committed to that bottom side. If it kicks in, he's going to be in a pretty good spot. Here comes Rumsey with a slide on Majulis for the lead out of turn number 4. Majulis going to cut down up underneath him out of turn number 4. Takes the lead back into turn number 1 and 2. Tucker's going to get up in the battle, and the 76 has to back out of it. Big run for Rumsey out of turn number 2. Rumsey going to send it into 3 and 4. Majulis going to cut back up underneath him. Side by side out of turn number 4. It's going to be Majulis by a nose at the line into turn number 1 and 2. Majulis back to the point. Big run for Rumsey. Rumsey going to send it into 3 and 4. Majulis going to try to pinch him down. It works. They're side by side, banging doors out of turn number 4. I think Rumsey had it at the line that time by. Rumsey going to slide up out of turn number 2. Here comes Majulis in the 127. Tucker's going to tuck in behind. Through turn number 3 and 4. Majulis keeps it down low. Rumsey with a big run on the outside. He's going to have the lead at the line. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Pretty starting to quiet down a little bit up at the front. Racing is good as Rumsey's going to pull these guys out of turn number 2. Through turn number 3 and 4. It's going to be 20 laps complete. We got 30 more to go as Tucker now is putting the pressure on the 127. Zach, thank you for the like. Appreciate that. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be single file up at the front, but Casey trying to peek his way up underneath Johnson. Can't quite get there. Here comes Johnson up underneath Tucker. These guys all running a little bit different line, trying to find an advantage. How often do I stream? So I stream Sunday, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. Down into turn number 1 and 2. So Sundays are 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Mondays are now 7 p.m. Eastern and 8:45 p.m. Eastern. Tuesdays are going to be 8 p.m. Eastern. Wednesdays are right around 9:30 p.m. Eastern and around 9 o'clock on Thursdays. If that helps. We do a little asphalt too some of those days, but mostly dirt. Mostly dirt. Pretty quiet up at the front right now. Nobody really making moves, just testing the grounds as Johnson going to get up underneath Tucker, but Tucker with the run to the outside. Let's go take a look at this battle. This is still good for that number 6 spot. Tolson's going to slide Jesse. Jesse going to cut down. We got contact further back as it looks like Gaines is up in the wall. Stephen Gaines up in the wall. Caution flag comes out. So Gaines with a bunch of damage. I think him and Chase got together. Let's go take a look into turn number 3 and 4. Chase is just gonna, get him good. Oh my God. I don't know if that broke the right front, but he definitely perked it up on the wall. Yeah, he was being ultra careful to pull. That right front is not happy. That right front is not happy for Gaines, but he might be able to fix it before this caution flag is over. So depressed now that Turgan's out. It is unfortunate. It is unfortunate. I will agree with that. Damn, you're all the way up there in Potsdam? All right, we're going to keep it 2x2 as we are hopefully going to get... Oh, Plattsburgh, yeah. It says Potsdam on your logo, though. You got the Potsdam Bears. Oh, you're going to Potsdam. Okay. That's a bit north of me, but I'm down by Lake Ontario, near Oswego. Oh, lacrosse, yeah. I'm sure they got... Look, New York is known for having good lacrosse teams, so I'm sure it's pretty good. All right, they got them stacked up 2x2. Looks like we got Bryson pulling off. Looks like Stephen Gaines got some damage repaired on that car. He's going to pull back out on the track. I don't know how good it'll be, but hopefully that thing is not going to shake off on him. We're going to be looking for the green flag out of turn at number 4 upstate New York in here. Okay, yeah, you're down the road from me. I'm in Fulton. Green flag is out as they come out of turn number 4. Rumsey on the gas. He's going to take the lead into turn number 1. Blake Majulis in that number 2 spot with Ethan Johnson 3 wide for third as Tucker's going to dig down on the bottom side. Have I ever raced? I did a little bit. I did a little bit of racing many years ago. Out of turn number 4, down into turn number 1 and 2. Nothing big. Oh, a little bit of contact as Casey into the back of Tucker. Tucker's going to hold on to it. Here comes Hayden Tolson. We got the squeeze for that number 4 spot. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway. It's going to be Tolson digging that bottom side, looking up underneath Casey as they head through turn number 1 and 2. Wow. I just lost frames. I did get a text message from Spectrum that they were having issues earlier, so maybe that was just a Spectrum thing as Rumsey continues to lead it as we got a battle back here that it is hard to keep track of. These guys jockeying around. Tucker has gone all the way back to that number 7 spot. Contact as Tucker gives the door to Enterkin. Enterkin going to push up the track. Tucker's going to take that number 6 spot as they head into 1 and 2. Here comes Jesse back down low out of turn number 2 down the back straightaway. Down the back straightaway looking for turn number 3 and 4. Battle for the lead as Majulis is now up underneath Rumsey down into turn number 1 and 2. Oh, he comes up the track. Rumsey back with the cut down. Down the back straightaway to turn number 3 and 4. Rumsey's going to send it into 3 and 4. Slides up the track. Here comes Majulis. Back down low to the line. It's going to be Majulis at the line that time by. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Majulis going to go to the point. Here comes Rumsey down the back straightaway. Big run. Looking for turn number 3 and 4. He's going to stay in line. Johnson just behind him as they come out of turn number 4. They are yelling at each other back there. It is absolute craziness back there. Yeah. I don't know where it is. I've heard of it, but I don't know where it is. Out of turn number 4 down the front straightaway. It is going to be 34 laps in the books. They're going to have 15 to go when they cross the line this next time by. Johnson has that bottom side digging. He's going to get up underneath Rumsey into 3 and 4. Johnson had a great run out of turn number 2 down the back front straightaway, looking for turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Johnson back down low. Let's see his run out of turn number 2. He's got the run, but 3 and 4 is definitely hurting him. He's fast into turn number 3. He's going to ship it in hard. Slides up the track out of turn number 4. It's going to be 14 laps to go. 14 laps to go. Johnson back to the bottom side through turn number 1 and 2. Looks like he loses so much, but this run out of turn number 2 is absolutely insane. Side by side into turn number 3 and 4. Out of turn number 4 is going to be door to door for that number 2 spot. Rumsey's going to have it at the line that time by, but barely. Johnson back into 1 and 2. Watch the run out of 2. He's going to pull him down the back straightaway looking for 3 and 4. Could Johnson steal this one away and change my picture so he's... You're good either way. I had to ask, though. Down into turn number 1 and 2. Here comes Rumsey trying to look up underneath Johnson. Johnson slipped up 3 wide for second. Down the back straightaway into 3 and 4. Majulis has got to be loving what's happening behind him as he gets 11 laps to go at the line down into 1 and 2. He used to party in Potsdam. Yeah, SUNY Oswego has some parties. But ain't nobody partied until they've gone to, like, NC State and stuff like that, because I did plenty of partying when I was in the Carolinas. Down the front straightaway to turn number 1 and 2. Johnson in that number 2 spot, looking to steal this one away from Majulis. Here comes Rumsey down low, down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4. 9 laps to go at the line. Oh, Johnson barely had it at the line into turn number 1 and 2. He's going to slide up the track, hits that cushion, tries to drive out, but look at that bottom side go. Here comes Jordan Casey down low. Out of turn number 4, down the front straightaway, 8 laps to go. Cuse has been ranked. Yeah, right? I agree with that. There ain't a whole lot to do, especially in the wintertime. I can tell you by all the partying I did at 16, 17, 18 years old. Yeah, I went to go in there one time, and yeah, I won't talk about that on stream. They'll probably cancel me if I tell you what I saw there and what I said. Because I thought I saw a whale. Out of turn number 4, it is going to be 44 laps in the books as they head into turn number 1 and 2. It's going to be Majulis out front, Johnson second, Rumsey third, Jordan Casey in 4th. Down into turn number 3 and 4. It is going to be 5 laps to go at the line. It looks like Majulis has this one. If they don't get a caution, I don't know if Johnson can reel him in. He's going to hit that bottom and try and do it as they battle for that number 3 spot. Casey down low, Rumsey up high through turn number 3 and 4, door to door. Rumsey's going to pop that cushion, maybe a little bit of the wall. Casey going to take that number 3 spot. Let's go see what's happening back here. It looks like it's calmed down a little bit, except Tolson and Jonkman are duking it out. How about Jonkman up 10 spots to the number 5 position? Out of turn number 4, going to be 3 laps to go. We're going to stay on this battle for a minute. Looks like it's pretty quiet up with the top 4. We're going to watch the battle for 5th. Is Jonkman going to keep it out of turn number 2? Can Tolson reel him in as they come out down the back straightaway into turn number 3 and 4? Out of turn number 4, 2 laps to go. 2 laps to go as Majulis continues to lead the field. Ethan Johnson second. Jordan Casey in 3rd. Logan Rumsey 4th. A little bit of space between these guys now. A couple battles through the pack. Back up to the front. White flag is out. 1 more lap to go for Majulis. Oh, that's rough. Out of turn number 4, checkered flag in the air. Give the win to Majulis. Easton Johnson second, Jordan Casey third, Rumsey and Jonkman your top 5. All right, wait for everybody to cross the line. We're going to go through the results. We'll see if anybody happens to show up for an interview, but we'll go through these results first. It's going to be Blake Majulis with the win here tonight. Ethan Johnson in second. Going to be Jordan Casey in that number 3 spot. Logan Rumsey in 4th. Drew Jonkman in 5th. Hayden Tolson in 6th. Cody Nevin in 7th. Augie going to be in that number 8 spot. Jesse Entrigan in 9th. Chase Barbara in 10th. Going to be Colton Zimmer in that number 11 spot. Christopher Joy in 12th. Bryson in at 13th. Kendall Tucker going to be in 14th. Stephen Gaines 15th. J.D. Brown 16th. Dylan Yeager 17th. And Caleb Durgan going to round out the field in that number 18 spot. Did you get wrecked by Durgan? No, I'm just kidding. All right, let's go see if we got anybody in the Discord. We'll give them a couple minutes to get in if they decide they want to. We'll go look. All right, nobody in the Discord. Let's see. I see these guys. Well, I see some of them. All right, looks like we don't have anybody up in the Discord, so we're going to go ahead and probably close down the stream. I appreciate every single one of you coming out. That was a fantastic race. Definitely a little interesting, a little bit of drama, but overall, great racing up at the front of the pack. Good racing overall today, honestly. So that is going to be it. Thanks for coming out, guys. As always, until next time, be safe and have a good night.